The Steelers are 6.5-point favorites at BetMGM, over under 43.5 at home against the Washington football team. The Steelers obviously are 11-0. I took some 8.5 late last week. The Steelers played on Wednesday. That means they had 4 days to prepare. Meanwhile, Washington played on Thanksgiving 2 Thursdays ago. They had almost a full week, an additional full week to prepare for this game. The Pittsburgh offense, we've been saying this. They've played – look, Pittsburgh's 11-0. I say this on every podcast. They're a really good team. They're in my top 5, but they played one of the easiest schedules in the NFL. Their offensive numbers are still pretty ugly. They can't run the ball. Their offensive line is not playing at a high level. Big Ben is just not the same quarterback, obviously, that we saw during his peak years. And Washington has one of the best defensive lines in the NFL. One of the most underrated aspects of the Washington team is their offensive line. Look how their offensive line is graded out across the board. It's playing really well. Obviously, you have Terry McLaurin. That's their main threat they're going to throw to. Gibson, the rookie at running back, has been really good as well. But I think Washington gives Pittsburgh some trouble in the trenches. They can get to Ben. And this Pittsburgh offense just isn't playing really well. It's a potential flat spot, too. It's on a short rest. The problem is factoring all of that in. I make this line 6.7, I think, and it's 6.5. So if you could get over 7, 8. I took some 8.5. That giving all the intangibles here, that's something I would look at. It doesn't look like we're going to get there, but if Pittsburgh gets an early field goal and you want to get in live, you can certainly do that. Steelers might miss Bud Dupree as well, as out for the year with a torn ACL. Pittsburgh has Buffalo on deck, and they might be overlooking here. And you've seen Mike Tomlin teams come out flat plenty of times against inferior opponents. So I'm on Washington. The market's adjusted. Sometimes if you miss the number to cross the key number, you just have to pass, maybe wait for an opportunity live. But I'll be on Washington over a touchdown there. Right now, I think the line's about right, slight lean to the under, but the total's about right as well.